PD Gamer here, and well, April 1st, April Fools! Yeah, happy April Fools! As the time I'm recording this, hopefully you saw the Hotel.exe video. I worked pretty hard on it, well not hard, but, I did spend a couple of my hours on it. So, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's the April Fool's video. But enough of that. Since it's April 1st, that means there is a new Spiral Abyss. And you know what that means? I have to tackle this Spiral Abyss. So yeah. As you can see here, I didn't upload the Kamisato ayato summons. That's because I done goofed. I didn't separate the audio in OBS. So, in short, I'll say this. I got Kamisato ayato, and then afterwards I got Jean. So I won the 50-50, and I lost the 50-50. So my next summon is guaranteed a feature. So yeah. And also, I got the weapon off of 2 summons, as you can see here. So I got Elegy of the End, which is Venti's bow, and then I got the sword on the second. It took me 80 pulls to get the sword, which sucks. So yeah. But I did get the sword and Kamisato ayato, so expect videos on him. I also have his artifact set fully built, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, enough about me saying that. I might upload the video of the summoning video, but it is pretty bad. So probably I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna make it up though by making Kamisato ayato videos. So yeah. You should have seen my reaction. I was freaking out. Anyways, 2.6 Spiral Abyss. You already know the rules. We do floor 11 and 12. We make it themed. This is Kirby themed, by the way. So Kirby music. Hope you like Kirby music. And also, at the end of the Spiral Abyss, we're gonna be showcasing the characters and their builds. So yeah, typical Spiral Abyss stuff. So here we go. 2.6 Spiral Abyss. See you guys at the end.
Next on the agenda...
Gather!
This is long overdue.
I will have order.
You're toast! Nice and spicy. Everybody stand up. Access denied. For Rex Lapis! No touching. Next on the agenda, Born of Ice and Frost. Time for takeoff. Witness the power of Guha. Know my soul. Take flight. Think you can get away?
Come again.
You can bully me? Let's play! Whirling snow!
Another test subject.
Time for takeoff! Think you can bully me? Yahoo! Rain outlines it. My apologies!
Order guide you.
I'm going in! We're waiting on all hail! Teamwork is dreamwork! This is long overdue. Access denied.
Flash for shield. Roasting fry.
I didn't see that coming. Born of Ice.
You need a hurry up.
Stabilize. This is order.
We're waiting on schedule.
You need a hurry up. Unfortunate fault.
Think you can get away? Think you can bully me? Look at you, pretty gal. Rim cutter, know my sword. Upward swirl. You can bully me? Witness the power of Guha. Know my sword. Take flight. Going in! You're toast! Booba, get up!
Stabilize.
For Rex Lapis! Access denied. Let's light it up! Teamwork is true! Nice place! Eat this!
We'll have order.
This is long overdue. Time for takeoff. Sketch. Here we go. Ring cutter. Rain outlines your fate. Kamisato art. Selective. Think you can get away? Yahoo! Monster! Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Get down to
Teamwork
business.
is strength. Power that enters. Wings of darkness.
Kamisato. Sweep.
Let's light it up. I'm going in. Back off. On for Zeolite.
Be still. As you wish, Mabel.
To ashes. Teamwork is strength. Shadow Raven. Going in. Power that enters.
Cascade. Mind the damage.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Adventure time. Right line.
As you wish, Mabel.
Going in.
Be still. Kamisato. Sweep.
To ashes. Going in! Midnight, Fantastic!
Kamisato Sweet!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up! Reveal! Shadow Wizard! Love Knight! Everybody stand back! I summon thee!
Mind the day reach.
Going in!
Be still.
Wings of darkness! Let's light it up!
Kamisato Sweet!
Everybody stand! By royal decree!
Be still.
Let me read your verse. Rain outlines. Sakura swirl! Take flight! Higher, higher, dance on fire! Go! Whirling snow! Fabulous dream! Think you can bully me? Witness the power of good. Embrace the ice. Shake and stir. My apologies. Look at you. Whirling snow.
The abyss shall rise once again.
And that was floor 11 and floor 12. Well, that was a mess, I could say, for floor 12. But anyways, time to get it out of the way. You probably noticed right now that ayato was used in floor 12. It was only appropriate that I use ayato and ayaka in separate teams. So yeah, honestly, I would say that Hu Tao was the main MVP, but Ayaka did her work. But enough of that. Time to discuss about floor 11 and 12. Floor 11 was your typical floor 11. Nothing really that special. As long as you have a decent team, you're pretty much good to go. For floor 12, it was a fiasco. Chamber 1 on floor 12 is terrible. I could say, because you are bombarded with a bunch of treasure hoarders and samurai. So yeah, Ayato did his work. Definitely did his work. And well, as the second half of Chamber 1, you could beat it in like a minute. I mean, I did it in under a minute. So yeah. And for Chamber 2, it was like the absolute worst thing I have ever experienced in my life. I almost died a couple times. That's how bad it was. So I did not do any retries on my recording though, which is good. So I did a no retry run. But still, I could see players struggling a lot here. Word of advice, use mixed elemental comps. Of course, always go for a resonance, but leave your other two members cover the elemental stuff, which is why I went with Hydro, Pyro, Cryo for Chamber 2, or the second half. So yeah, I had to actually go Hu Tao to do some passive damage. So yeah, and then for Chamber 3, not really that bad. It's just a mono type of the heralds. So for first half it's Pyro, for second half it's Hydro. Not really anything that special. Did the no problem. So yeah. Anyways, it's time to go over the characters that we have used in this Spiral Abyss. Floor 12, obviously. Floor 11, not so much. So yeah. Anyways, let's go over the first member of first half, which is Kamisato Ayato. As you can see here, level 70. He's not really that built. Yeah, he's a minimum build, and he did wonders. As you can see here, 1,600 attack, it wasn't really that high. The XHP isn't really that high either. But his crit rate, crit damage ratios, beautiful. And he's still continuing to grow. So this will reach 200% crit damage. And this crit rate will reach at least around 60%. So yeah. pretty busted. The Kamisato Ayato is honestly, I dare say it right now, the most broken Hydro DPS in the game. Yeah. And he's AoE too, so that much is certain. Well, anyways, time to go over his weapon. It's the R1 Haran Geppaku Futsu, which is his ideal sword. So yeah, really nothing much to say here. It does its job. As for artifact set, I did build an artifact set before his ideal artifact set came out. So it's 4-piece Hydro. Does the job, as you can see there. Did consistent 5k, 6k, 7ks, 8ks, and I think I saw a 10k when I did his skill. I think it's in his Q, so QE. I think he did 10k. Yeah, he did pretty good. As for constellations, C0, of course. I mean, I'm not a whale. And for talents, surprisingly, 444. It's not even minimally built. It's not 666, it's 444. And he did those numbers. Yeah, Kamisato Ayato, busted. Absolutely busted. Yeah, with low level talents, with a low level as well, and he's not even fully built. And he did well on floor 12, goes to show. So yeah, pretty busted. And our next member is Fischl, our second member of the Kamisato Ayato team. So Fischl, I have changed her set for this 2.6. I forever stick with the set now because it did wonders as well. As you can see here, crit rate, crit damage ratios, I made her a sub DPS. So yeah, and her attack is pretty high too. Almost at the 2Ks. And as for her weapon, it's the stringless R1. As you can see here, it did pretty well as R1. I will swap it over for R5 stringless because I did say I pulled the Elegy of the End, which I will give to Venti. So yeah, she's gonna have the R5 stringless, so she's just gonna be doing even more damage. Fischl is just too good. As for artifact sets, of course I did 2-piece Electro, 2-piece Attack. It is her ideal set after all. So yeah. Constellations, of course, C6. I mean, 4-star. And as for talent, 699, but I will do face value. Because, well, I mean, she has constellations. So yeah, so 699. But without constellations, it's 666. But I'm doing this face value. So yeah. So Fischl did pretty good. Oz did a lot of damage thanks to her C6. She did work. And nothing else to be said. Well, anyways, onto the next character. We have Beto. Our girl Beto, or my girl Beto, because I fully built her and she is my main. So yeah. I will replace her artifact set in the future though. I will showcase it in a bit, but yeah. As you can see here, high attack, decent HP for her shield. Crit rate, crit damage ratios are skyrocketingly high. So yeah, as you can see here, I did do a optimal artifact rolls. So yeah. And as for weapon, R5 Black Cliff Slasher. Yes, this is her artwork, Claymore. So yeah. Did pretty well on Chamber 1 because of this passive right here. So she did a lot of damage. As you saw there, she almost did 50Ks. And she did 30Ks, 40Ks, 50Ks with her fully charged counter. Yeah, pretty busted, man. And as for artifacts, 4-piece Gladiator, I did say before I will change your artifact set. I am opting for 2-piece Glad, 2-piece Electro because her Glad artifacts are already good enough. So yeah, no need to change those. As for constellations, C6, I mean, she is my main, so yeah. And for talents, I maxed everything out. She is my main, have to max my main out, so yeah. Beto did really well. Her Q was the main player on that team. So yeah. And last but not least, of course, we have Bennett. Our boy Bennett. And of course, we do what Bennett does. Give him high HP, give him high energy recharge, and let him wreak havoc. So yeah. As you can see here, R5 Festering Desire, the free-to-play weapon from Albedo's event. So yeah. As for artifact set, of course, 4-piece Noblesse, it is his best support set. So yeah. As for constellation C5, I do not do C6. C6 is limiting his uses. So yeah, not doing C6 ever. And plus, I use them sometimes with Kuching. So yeah, it's just gonna overwrite Kuching's E. I don't want that to happen. So yeah. And as for talents, 6, 9, 11. Yeah, I had to at least put some points into his Q. It is his main kit after all. So yeah. And that is Bennett. Team player, heals, gives us attack, did all the work. So yeah. And on to the second team. Our first member is Kamisato Ayaka, the sister of Kamisato Ayato. So yeah, as you can see here, attack is pretty good. Defense is actually good. I don't know why. I guess I just have defense rolls. So yeah. And as you can see here, crit rate, crit damage is high. Like, actually high. Like, crit rate is 71%, 189% crit damage. Energy recharge is decent too. So yeah. And as for weapon, R5, the Black Sword. Black Sword is, I would say, the best, one of the best Battle Pass weapons ever. Like, it's actually good. I mean, normal and charge attacks do 40% more damage, and you heal off of your attack when you do a critical hit, which is what Ayaka always does. Yeah, pretty good. And as for artifact set, of course, 4-piece Cryo, it is her ideal artifact set, of course. So yeah, I have to give it that. C0 because I'm not a whale. And for talents, 666, the minimal build, and she did a lot of damage. So yeah. I might actually start maxing out my DPSs, actually, and give them crowns, because I use them a lot. Like, Raiden, I recently level 10 Raiden's Q. So yeah, I might do Ayaka's normals and Q and E. Everything about her kit is pretty good. One of the best cryo DPSs in the game. So yeah. And that is enough about Ayaka. It's time to go over the next character. The best support in the game. The best sub DPS in the game. The best support in the game. The best everything in the game. He's just too good. You already know who he is. It's Xingqiu. I am not gonna be replacing his set because he's already doing good enough damage as it is. So yeah, I'm not gonna be making him a sub DPS. So yeah, as you can see here, R2 Sex Sword did wonders, did really good, did everything. So yeah. And as for artifacts, of course, 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Hydro. It is one of his ideal artifact sets. So yeah, did damage, did really good damage, and supported with the damage reduction. As for Constellation, C6, of course, it makes him the best support in the game. And as for talent, 6, 10, 11. So yeah, good Hydro damage. Did really well on the second halves of Chamber 2 and 3. Just did really well in general. So yeah. And next up, we have my secondary, Hu Tao. Hu Tao did work. I'm just gonna say that. She did work as well as Ayaka. Both of them did absolutely phenomenal. So yeah. As you can see here, crit rate, crit damage ratios, and energy recharges through the roof. HP is also through the roof too. I mean, yeah, pyro damage, of course. And as for her weapon, we have Staff of Homa, which is her best weapon ever. It is her ideal weapon too, so I had to get that. And as for artifact set, we have 2-piece Pyro, 2-piece Millilith. I am opting for a 4-piece Pyro so that she could do more damage. So yeah, but Millilith is still pretty good set. I mean, you can see there she did like pretty well in 412. So yeah. As for Constellations, I got her C1. It's broken. It lets her not consume stamina when charge attacking, which means that you can just charge attack infinitely. So yeah, pretty good. And as for talent, I maxed her out because she is my secondary. So yeah, that is Hu Tao. And as for our final member of the team, she is being used more and more as I keep playing Genshin Impact. And it is Diona. Diona is so good. Like, actually so good. Her C6 just makes me want to use her even more. So yeah. As you can see here, good HP, good energy recharge, as you can see there. Healing bonus is also pretty good. As of course, I give her R5 Sack Bow. It's her best bow. And she regenerates energy off of her E. So Sack Bow is a no-brainer. And as for artifacts, 4-piece Noblesse. Enough said. She just boosts damage. She is a healer and support. And plus her constellations make it so that her C6 gives elemental mastery. So yeah, definitely a must-have. As for constellation, C6, of course, I mean, pretty good support. And as for talents, 2, 9, 11. So yeah, Diona also was a team player. I mean, everyone was a team player. Everyone did really well on the Spiral Abyss. So yeah, that is basically it for floors 11 and 12. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like the video if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I upload Genshin videos at least once a week, or try to at least upload once a week. But I will refrain from uploading once a week and might do it twice a week, or at least like 1.5 weeks. But so far, I will upload once a week. I mean, it's not really that detrimental to me to just upload once a week. I mean, it gives me enough time to make high quality content. So yeah. And also turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on a single upload on the on this channel. So yeah. And also comment down below, what do you think of this Spiral Abyss? Is it fun? Is it hard? Is it mediocre? Well, I say it is hard. So yeah, tell me your experiences down below. Oh, and also, if you have not checked it out, make sure you check out my second channel, my gaming channel. I am doing a Kirby 30th Anniversary Marathon, so if that piques your interest, then definitely check it out. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next Genshin video.